Hi, Nana's thinking of you. This book today looks like a funny book. It's called Grandma Drove the Garbage Truck. Grandma drove the garbage truck. What would happen if your grandma drove the garbage truck? I don't know. That'd be a big truck, wouldn't it? Ring! Grandma slapped the alarm clock beside her bed. Ring! Grandma opened one eye. She slapped the alarm clock again. It wasn't the alarm clock. It was the telephone. Hello? Yawned Grandma. Achoo! Sneezed a voice. Ma, I'm sick. Sick as a dog. My stomach's churning, my eyes are burning, and my head's turning. It was Buster, Grandma's first son. Ma, there's no way I can drive the achoo truck this morning. Grandma squinted at the calendar tacked beside her bed. Parade day of all days, she scolded. Well, never mind. We'll do fine without you. Get some rest, Buster. And Buster, for goodness sake, use your handkerchief. Grandma hung up the phone. So he's usually the garbage truck driver, but he is sick today. So he called his mom. And Mom is Grandma. So now Grandma has to drive the garbage truck today. On parade day. Grandma had been in the garbage business for as far back as anyone could remember. She ran the office, answering the phone, opening the mail, and counting the money. Her 3 sons drove the trucks. For Grandma and everyone else, there was no bigger holiday than the 4th of July. Folks prepared for months, building fancy floats, practicing marching songs, buying new outfits, hanging up flags, and the town had to look spick and span for the big parade. And here's Grandma in the office. Those are the 3 big trucks that her sons drive. And here's everybody getting ready for the parade. The 4th of July parade. Did you see a 4th of July parade? So Grandma's going to drive one of those big trucks. Grandma stretched and hopped out of bed. Ring, ring, ring. Grandma held her toothbrush in one hand and picked up the phone in the other. Hello? She burbled. Cough off, coughed a voice. Ma, I'm sick, sick as a dog. My eyes are burning, my head's turning, and my stomach's churning. It was Bert, Grandma's second son. Ma, there's no way I can run the compactor this morning. Grandma glanced at the clock on the shelf. The parade starts at 10 o'clock, fretted Grandma. We'll never mind. We can manage without you. Get some rest, Bert. And Bert, for goodness sake, cover your mouth when you cough. Grandma hung up the phone. So here's Bert, her second son. He's sick. And he calls his mom. That's Grandma. So she's going to have to drive the truck and run the compactor. Ring! Grandma held her coffee mug in one hand and answered the phone with the other. Hello? Sputtered Grandma. Ring! Hello? Ring! It wasn't the telephone. It was the doorbell. There at the door stood Bill, Grandma's 3rd son, and last with a little Billy at his side. Billy didn't have to say a word. Grandma could tell his head was turning, his stomach was churning, and his eyes were burning. Bill was sick, sick as a dog. There was no way he could drive a truck, much less run the compactor. Shameful, just shameful, making folks parade past garbage on the 4th of July, muttered Grandma. Well, never mind. Come in, Bill. And Bill, for goodness sake, sit yourself down in my comfy chair. So Grandma didn't want people to walk past garbage on the 4th of July. So all 3 of her sons are sick on the 4th of July. Whew. Grandma eyed Bill. Then she eyed her littlest grandson. Thank goodness he looked healthy as a horse. Grandma grabbed a pair of Buster's old coveralls. She tossed her grandson a pair of greasy gloves. It looks like we've got a job to do, Billy, she said. A big job. Grandma clapped on Bert's best baseball cap and shoved her feet, slippers and all, into Bill's work boots. Billy ran to fetch 3 cushions from the couch, 1 for him and 2 for Grandma. There's Grandma getting on her boots and her coveralls and her hat, her boots. There's a kitty looking in that boot. Looks like Billy already has his boots. Grandma gave Billy a boost. Then Billy gave Grandma a hand. Grandma peered through the steering wheel. "I sure hope I can drive this big old clunker," Grandma hollered as she revved the engine and released the brake. The garbage truck zoomed down the driveway. "The mailbox, the mailbox," screamed Billy. But Grandma didn't hear. She was too busy looking to the left. Uh-oh. Look what happened. She hit the mailbox and tore it right out of the ground. Oh my goodness. She's heading for the post, isn't she? The garbage truck skidded around the bend. Ooh. This guy looks like he might get in trouble. My roses, shouted Roy Hardy, but Grandma didn't hear. She was too busy hauling trash cans. Oh, look at the truck. It's decorated with roses now. Funny. There's Billy hauling the trash cans. The garbage truck bumped down the lane. Oh, looks like it ran into a clothesline. Now it has roses and clothes. The chickens are scrambling. I'm not sure Grandma should be driving this truck. What do you think? My clothesline, shrieked Edna Fillmore. But Grandma didn't hear. She was too busy working the compactor. There she is. It's what squishes, the compactor is what squishes all the garbage up into the truck. There goes the clothesline. Woo! Socks and all. Look at the socks. The garbage truck raced across the avenue. My flag, squealed little Maggie Wells. But Grandma didn't hear. She was too busy backing up. Uh-oh. Grandma's backing up. Look at the clothes on her truck and the roses. Here's the flag. She backed up right into the flagpole. Oh my goodness. Stop, Grandma. But she didn't hear. The garbage truck swerved onto Main Street. The parade, yelled Billy. The parade. Grandma stood on the brake, but too late. The garbage truck screeched to a stop right in front of the all-star marching band. There's Grandma stomping on the brake. And here's the band. Grandma adjusted her glasses and tipped her cap. Banners, flags, and hats waved back. Grandma tapped the horn. Flutes, trumpets, and trombones tooted an encore. Grandma thumped Billy on his back. I guess I can drive this big old clunker any day, she chuckled. 3 cheers to Grandma, shouted Billy. There's Grandma waving to the crowd. She's all decorated. She's perfect for the parade. It turned out okay, and there's a fire truck behind. More floats. Looks like she was meant to be in the parade, doesn't it? Then he scrambled up the front fender of the garbage truck. He proudly nestled the blue ribbon for most creative float in a wreath of Roy Hardy's best roses. What a perfect day for a parade. So Grandma got the prize for the most creative float. A garbage truck. See the blue ribbon right there? And there are the boys, her boys, and Grandma and Billy. Grandma saved the day. Grandma drove the garbage truck. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed that story. Mwah. I love you.